Largest religions in the world. To many, religions plays a major role as it influences the majority of their daily lives. Different religions can be found all around the world, though the world's largest religion generally falls into one of the two subgroups, the Abrahamic religion and the Indian religion. The largest so far is Christianity with over 2 billion followers. Join us today as we take a countdown at the top largest religions in the world. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification to get alert when we release new content. Number 10. Kaidai, 4.4 million followers. Kaidai originated in Vietnam in 1926 and is regarded as a distinctive nationalist Vietnamese religion. The faith was founded by Ngu Van Chu, a former administrator who believed that he had received a message from the deity referred to as the Supreme Being during the extraordinary experience. Devotees believe in the existence of one superior being, regardless of whatever name it is given to. Followers of Kaidai place a great deal on stress on universal concepts such as justice, love, peace, and tolerance. Number 9. Muslim, Sikhism, and Shinto. Muslim, a religion closely tied to traditional Korean culture and history, is also called Sikhism. The faith can trace its root back to prehistory. It is estimated that 16% of North Korea continues to subscribe to this belief. Among the key components of religion include the existence of ghosts, spirits, and gods, and these are believed to inhabit the spiritual world. The spiritual leaders in Muslim, also known as mutangs, are typically females whose function is to serve as the intermediaries between the gods and human beings. Number 8. Daoism, 12 million followers. Daoism originated in China about 2,000 years ago. Also referred to as Taoism, this religion is associated with the belief in the occult and the metaphysical. The concept of Daoist followers live in Asian countries such as China, Japan, South Korea, and Vietnam. Daoist is typically liberal. In keeping with the belief system, practices such as fasting and veganism are encouraged. Number 7. Jadism, 14 million followers. Jadism could trace back its root to the 8th century BC. It originated in the Middle East in the made of 3 branches, namely Orthodox Jadism, Conservative Jadism, and Reformed Jadism. Although each of these are rooted in a common belief system, they differ on elements related to the scriptural interpretation and specific practices. The synagogue, presided over by a rabbi, serve as a center of Jewish worship and religious services. Number 6. Sikhism, 25 million people. It is relatively a new faith that began in India and is based on the teaching of Guru Nanak and his 10 successors. Historically, Sikhs have played major roles in regional politics and were significant influence during the partition of India in 1947. Central to the Sikh faith are the core tenets of Sewa and Simran, which relates to the community service and the remembrance of God. A majority of believers reside in India, but it's not uncommon to find other believers in places like United Kingdom, Canada, and the United States, among others. Number 5. Shintoism, 104 million followers. Shintoism is found in Japan in the 8th century. Followers of the faith believe in the existence of many gods, and the word Shinto itself translates into the ways of the gods. It has been estimated that 80% of Japanese citizens subscribe to Shintoism. One unique feature of the faith is that believers are not required to publicly declare their allegiance to the religion. Number 4. Buddhism, 500 million followers. Buddhism is founded in ancient India about 2,500 years ago. It's based on the teaching of Buddha, alternatively known as Gautama Buddha. The main tenet of the Buddhist belief system include non-violence, as well as a moral purity and ethical behavior. Meditation, karma, non-violence all play major roles in Buddhist daily lives. Without a doubt, the most recognized figure in the Buddhist world is Tenzin Gyatso, who is best known as the fourth and the current Dalai Lama. The former monk is not only Tibet's current and exiled spiritual leader, but also an outspoken peace activist. Number 3. Hinduism. 1.1 billion followers. The majority of Hindus reside in such Southern Asian countries as India, Nepal, and Indonesia. 80% of Indians identify themselves as followers of this religion. Although not all is known about the foundings of Hinduism, the faith is widely thought to have developed for some 4,000 years. In recent years, many of the practices of Hinduism have become increasingly popular in the West, for example, yoga participation. Number 2. Islam. 1.8 billion followers. It began in the 17th century in Mecca. Followers of the religion believe there is only one God, Allah, whose words are written down and took form in the holy book of the Quran, which still serves as the central spiritual text in faith. One of the historical figures central to understanding the Muslim tradition is the Prophet Muhammad, who lived from 1750 to 632 CE and was believed to be God's most ultimate prophet. Islamic religion's laws are set on the 5 pillars of Islam. There are 2 major factions of Muslims, namely Sunni and Shia. Currently, Islam is the fastest growing religion on the planet in absolute terms of followers worldwide. Number 1. Christianity. 2.3 billion followers. Christianity began over 2,000 years ago and is faith-based on the life and the teaching of Jesus Christ. Christianity has grown to become the most popular religion in the world, with followers to be found across the globe. Christians believe in the existence of one God who sent his Son Jesus Christ to save humanity for their sins and impending doom, hell, through his crucifixion, death, and resurrection. To some degrees, Christians play a major role in shaping social and political policies of Christian-dominant nations. The leader is said to be the Pope and is known as God's representative on the earth. Hope you enjoyed this piece. If you did, please like the video, share with your friends. Also remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification to get alert when we release new content. Until then, stay well.